What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, YouKnoDaVibes, man. We back with another Division 2 video. So today's video is gonna be a little different. We know our PTS is live. We know we're live and direct, and we know that there's a lot that's gonna be worked on. We know that there's a few things that we agree with, and there's a few things that the community does not agree with, right? So the beautiful thing right now is I want to say that there's a few things that's in the PTS that may possibly not make it to the live game, right? And it depends on the feedback. It depends on how we view things. It depends on how much we're boisterous enough to get them to say, hey, yo, this is wrong. Now, I could say one thing. I'll give the devs credit. They typically change things when everyone has a problem with it. So that's why I told you guys in my last video, I don't think the jammer is gonna make it out the PTS, the change to the jammer. However, I don't know if they're gonna change the Ravenous, the Bighorn, and the Eagle Bear be added to the Dark Zone loot pool, because I don't think they did it because people couldn't get it. I think they did it because, like I said, at this point in the game's life cycle, people aren't raiding, people can't get a full raid group, so they just did it so that it's accessible to people that don't have the opportunity to link up with a whole bunch of raiders to get the raid completed. Now, I thought, like I said, I play the middle. I don't think it does any good for the PvE community that you're adding raid exclusives to the Dark Zone, because people literally hate the Dark Zone. Trust me, I know. My channel would be so much bigger right now if I only focused on PvE. As a PvP content creator, I'm telling you, 90% of the people that play this game hate the Dark Zone. They hate it, hate it, hate it. They say it's the most toxic place in the world, and they can't stomach, just playing in the DZ. But even though for me, toxic or not, it's the only end game for me. I feel like after you complete all your missions, you done all your manhunts, you got all your raid exclusives. What else are you grinding for on the game? So you might as well go ahead and test your builds out on players, right? But Morton Reitberg put out a tweet early this morning. I want to say around like 3 in the morning. I didn't see it until I kind of woke up. And he said, "Thank you for the input on the jammer. Changes will be made. We will evaluate the situation and get back." So if you look at this tweet is not only acknowledging that he understands that the way they're currently have it in the PTS, it's just not gonna work. And I'm saying everyone is complaining about the gem. Not just one person, not just two people, not just PvP, not just PvE. I didn't see one positive feedback from the jammers being reverted back to, if you have a 0 skill tier jammer, you can't jam a tier 6 bleed hive. So I did see a few people crying and complaining, but they gotta be the players that like main shrapnel traps that are now upset that they're not gonna be able to like maybe drop a tier 6 mortar and be unkillable, even though they're gonna be squishy as hell, but the mortar won't be able to get killed, or they can still one tap sticky you and you just can't jam them, right? So what I was seeing though is a lot of people was complaining about the raid exclusive. People was complaining about the busy little bee. People were complaining about everything else in the game, and I'm just like, damn, at this point it's got to be damn near impossible to satisfy the community if you're a dev. Like, you got to be out of your mind, batshit crazy, alcoholic, trying to please this community. It's almost impossible. Like, this community cannot be satisfied. It doesn't matter what the devs do. I've learned that. It doesn't even matter what you do as a content creator. You can never please this entire community. Someone, somewhere, from some region is gonna find something to complain about. Like Twitter, Reddit, if you ever go read some of these comments, and these are avid gamers, people that play the game daily, they are going to complain. There's some facet of the game that they're playing and something that they're experiencing daily that they want changed. And guess what? If the devs listen to that person, it's gonna ruin the experience for another player. So it's not easy finding that medium that's gonna suffice for all players, right? But I will say this, Morten Ryberg sending out this tweet lets me know that sometimes when things are just not healthy for the game, they are willing to remove it, right? So I'm not gonna advocate for the DZ exclusives to be removed out of the Dark Zone, because like I said, at this game's life cycle, I truly believe some people are going to benefit, and I think some people are just mad at the fact that it's in the DZ because they don't want to fight. So I don't think it's a bad idea. I just don't think it helps either side, right? I don't think it makes people want to play the game more, and I don't think it makes people want to play the game any less, right? But now, there's a few things in the PTS that I think won't make it out of the PTS, right? However, I really hope we get to test out. I hope we get to test out the what is it? The messenger backpack, the Ninja Bike messenger backpack. I really need to see how that's gonna work. And what's bothering me with the Ninja Bike messenger backpack is we don't really know what core the Ninja Bike backpack is gonna have, whether it's gonna be a red core, a blue core, or a skill core. So that's going to be interesting. I do think no matter what core it's going to be, the build combinations are going to be endless. We're going to be having too much fun playing with that backpack. It's going to make build making come back to the game. I know I'm excited for it because I'll definitely be able to cook up too many builds. It's going to be so much fun to play with. But my hope is that we can get the game to a point where the game's actually working correctly and none of the bugs and the traps and the garbage is successful anymore in the game. And then and there's another thing that I've just seen a lot of that I really haven't experienced because I don't play on PC. That's not my platform. But it seems as if PC is just unbearably just not fun to play on. I mean, comment down below. If you're a PC player, man, let me know what you think. Because all I'm seeing in the comments is people begging, literally begging for the crashes to be reduced. I almost never have to deal with crashes. Every now and then, maybe once a run, if I'm on for 6 hours or more, I'm gonna crash maybe once and get that delta. But what they're saying is they're getting it to the point where they can't even play the game. They're crashing nonstop. And then they have to deal with VPNs and cheaters and people lagging the servers. I know on console, people accuse people of cheating a lot on console. There's not that many people cheating on console, but on PC, evidently it's non-stop cheaters and they're doing nothing about it. So that's another thing that they're gonna have to find a way to, get around or fix or do something about it. The people are complaining, the people aren't happy, and I just think that they're missing the buck on this. And I feel like this is a chance. If you're gonna say that you want to be involved, you want to be a part of the community, you want the feedback from the community. When the community gives the feedback, we have to act on it. And I'm hoping this Elite Task Force thing really has some validity because I'm going to keep it as real as I possibly can. Hopefully I don't get kicked out of it. You know what I'm saying? I hope I don't get kicked out of the Elite Task Force for telling them the truth, right? But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It does seem like there's a few things that's in the PTS now as we know it that may not even make it out. And that's one of the main reasons why I used to make PTS builds and drop PTS content, but I realized when you do things like that, it's irresponsible because no matter what you drop, it may possibly not even make it out of the DZ. So you'll be dropping videos and showing people certain builds and they'll be thinking oh, this is crazy. This is how it's going to be when it comes out. And then it'll drop out and it'll drop fully and not even be working the way that you dropped it in the PTS because that wasn't the final PTS round and it definitely didn't make the final cut. So I'm going to refrain from dropping videos as far as build videos, but I can show talents, I can show guns and things of that sort when it comes to the PTS. All right, so just stay tuned for some more content. I appreciate you guys for always rocking with me. It's your boy. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.